Elementary Science Class 8. Conservation of Plants and Animals. Deforestation. Hey, have you ever thought about how many trees are cut down every year?
Not really, but I know deforestation is a big problem.
Absolutely. Deforestation is when forests are cleared for other uses, and it affects so many plants and animals.
Yeah, I've heard that it can lead to the extinction of species. That's really sad.
Right. It's estimated that around 18 million acres of forest are lost each year, mainly for agriculture and urban development.
Wow, that's a lot. What are some natural causes of deforestation?
Natural causes include forest fires and severe droughts, but human activities are the biggest contributors.
So, what happens when we keep cutting down trees like this?
Deforestation raises temperatures and pollution levels, increases carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and lowers groundwater levels.
That sounds really concerning. I remember learning that it can lead to global warming too.
Exactly. Fewer trees mean less carbon dioxide is absorbed, which contributes to climate change.
And I think it can also cause soil erosion, right?
Yes, without trees, the soil becomes more vulnerable to erosion, which can lead to desertification.
That's alarming. What about the animals? How are they affected?
Deforestation destroys their habitats, leading to displacement and a decrease in biodiversity. Conservation of forest and wildlife. Have you ever thought about how deforestation affects wildlife and forests?
Yes, it's concerning. What can we do to help?
One way is to learn about biosphere reserves, which are crucial for conservation.
What exactly is a biosphere reserve?
It's a protected area that supports biodiversity and traditional cultures. They help maintain the balance of life.
That sounds important. Are there many biosphere reserves?
Yes, there are many. For example, the Pachmarhi Biosphere Reserve in India is home to unique plants and animals.
What makes Pachmarhi special?
It has a mix of ecosystems similar to the Himalayas and Western Ghats, making its biodiversity unique.
And how do we protect these areas?
Protected areas like wildlife sanctuaries and national parks are established to conserve flora and fauna.
What are the rules in these protected areas?
Activities like hunting, poaching, and deforestation are prohibited to ensure wildlife safety.
That makes sense. So, the government plays a role too.
Absolutely. Governments create policies to protect these vital ecosystems and their inhabitants. Endemic species. Look around. This biosphere reserve is full of incredible flora and fauna.
Wow, I see tall teak trees and some animals too. It's beautiful here.
Absolutely. But remember, we should respect the animals in their habitat. They feel safe here.
I just saw a rabbit. Can I catch it?
It's best to let it be. Animals thrive when they're not disturbed.
Got it. What about the plants and animals here?
The plants and animals native to this area are referred to as the flora and fauna of this biosphere.
That's interesting. Are there any species unique to this place?
Yes, the giant squirrel is endemic to this area. You won't find it naturally anywhere else.
So, what happens if their habitat is destroyed?
Destruction of their habitat can endanger their existence, especially with increasing population and new species introduced. Red Data Book and Migrating Birds. Have you ever heard of the Red Data Book? It's a crucial resource that lists all endangered species.
No, I haven't. What does it do?
It keeps track of endangered plants and animals globally.
That's really important. I saw some birds by the river earlier. Are they endangered too?
Not all, but many birds migrate here from different parts of the world. They do this to find suitable conditions for nesting.
Migratory birds must travel really far. Why do they leave their homes?
They migrate due to climatic changes that make their habitats inhospitable. It's a survival tactic. Recycling of paper and reforestation.
I learned that paper production contributes to deforestation.
Exactly. It takes 17 full-grown trees to make just 1 ton of paper. Recycling is essential.
How many times can paper be recycled?
It can be recycled 5 to 7 times. Saving paper can really help save trees.
What can we do about deforestation then?
Reforestation is key. It involves planting new trees to replace those that were cut down.
That makes sense. How does reforestation work?
It can happen naturally if we leave the area undisturbed, or we can actively plant new trees.